I was trying to figure out what should I call this story. The story of this car going to break records at the auction, because it's going to Sotheby's auction in Monterey during Car Week. By the time you watch this video, I hope it sold for a record price. If not, then this is the road to Monterey.
It's up to guys like us to educate the masses and let them know what they're looking at, because I feel like people don't even know what they're looking at.
I personally love the 126 chassis. It's a timeless S-Class look. I mean, I've owned several 126 Mercedes. I love them. My first car was a W116. But this is the ultimate W126. Then the team at RM Sotheby's offered us a slot at their prestigious auction in Monterey, California during Car Week, the largest yearly gathering of automobile manufacturers, collectors, enthusiasts, all set around the Pebble Beach concourse, which closes out the week-long event. We then send the 6.0 to Restoration Barn to prepare it for Monterey and its new owner. So it was time to regroup. All right, we're back at it again, this time reshooting the 6.0.
Making me work twice.
Why? We had to do another shoot because, Sotheby's want us to shoot the car without the tint. Looks much better now. Looks richer, for lack of a better word. It looks money.
This is what, 2 months later? 3 months later after the first shoot?
No, actually 5 months.
5 months?
5 months.
Oh my gosh.
Powered by a 6-liter double overhead cam M117 119 hybrid, the AMG V-8 engine is rated at 375 horsepower.
People aren't even understanding that the 117/9 is a much more
It's rare. It's rare.
much more important motor.
No, I agree. I'm just saying the market views it that way. I think it's a rare, cooler example. Because whenever we see one that we get from a first person buyer that we know the contact, we jump on it because we think it's such a cool thing.
The M117 119 hybrid is a fascinating amalgamation of the earliest M119 block and heads with the latest M117 accessories, all cleverly mated together and stuffed with AMG internal components. Compared to AMG's earlier double overhead cam M117 motors, these later hybrids are much more robust and reliable.
They're much more reliable, they're much more drivable, and they're much more usable and serviceable. You know, while the 117 cars are interesting, is you have to be fully committed to that car. So that story hasn't been told yet on why the 119s are, better to live with, because they're serviceable and usable, and that just hasn't been told or explained yet.
Yeah, clearly they haven't caught on to, they only made 10 of these motors, I think. They made much more 117/6.0s. It's just a rare build. It's like almost like a concept or a development car. They were trying to figure out how to get to the next level on the 119/6.0.
1991 Mercedes-Benz model line. There was no internet as we know it in 1991. To spec and add options like you can today, interior, exterior color, they basically pick what was in the showroom or what was in the brochure. A lot of people didn't realize that this existed. So a lot of these cars were customized to the specific individuals who had the foresight and the vision to modify these cars, to send them to AMG and get them done like this. Back then, speccing a car wasn't as popular as it is today with the supercars like Lamborghinis and Ferraris. You spec a car to your individual style and then you receive it a year later directly from the factory. This 1991 560 SEL AMG 6.0 is a Japanese market car, commissioned and assembled by AMG-Japan at a cost of $43,500. This performance package consisted of taking a stock 5.5-liter M117 V-8 engine and boring it out to 6 liters. Additional modifications like upgraded brakes, aerodynamics, chassis upgrades, and limitless cosmetic body kit options could easily knock the final price of a fully kitted 6.0 above $190,000. $190,000 in 1991 is equivalent to $423,000 in 2023.
A lot of people, especially in Europe, are a bit more standoffish with Japanese spec vehicles because of all the electronic modifications that they do to it, or that they're saying, oh, AMG is from Germany. But what we need to keep in mind, they sent the highest talent out there to Japan to make sure that these cars were built very well. The clientele back in the 80s and 90s was there. There was tons of money for AMG to be made.
Originally painted in blue-black metallic, at some point during its Japanese residency, this SEL was refinished in the period-correct shade of astral silver metallic. The well-appointed black leather interior features an extensive AMG Burlwood trim kit, pleated leather door cards, and contrasting white-faced AMG gauges, which are fronted by a 4-spoke, leather-wrapped AMG steering wheel. Externally, a full Generation 2 AMG body kit including front and rear bumpers, side skirts, ducktail spoiler, and Aero 3 OZ racing wheels give this impressive pre-merger offering just the right stance and menacing aura. Pre-merger AMG modified examples of this vintage in displacement are unquestionably some of the most iconic and recognizable German cars of their time, offering unparalleled luxury, performance, and German reliability wrapped in a visually stunning package. Everything's ready, she's prepped, engine cleaned up, tints taken out. She's on her way to Monterey. Now let's wait and see what the results are. We're hoping for a great auction at RM Sotheby's. We're hoping it breaks records for its class, the 126 chassis pre-merger cars. Let's wait and see.